Hello and welcome to Magnolia House Mobility. My name is Trent Jones, and today I want to offer you a quick video talking about the hip flexors. First of all, what is the hip flexor? Well, it is muscle and tendon that attaches from your upper thigh to your pelvis so that you can lift your knee up, so that you can flex your hip flexor. And today I want to talk about how you can loosen this muscle and tendon up so that you don't have knee problems, hip problems, back problems. The issue is when you sit a lot in a chair, your body sort of remembers that shape. It wants to stay in that L shape, and the hip flexor becomes very tight. And this can cause lower back pain, it can cause knee pain. So today I'm going to offer you 3 movements that you can do to help loosen this up. Maybe a 4th extra bonus. Well, let's start out, okay? So if you're going to do this with me, you can do it with me now, or you can play this video, another time. But come down onto your back. Let's start out here, and let's warm up. Let's kind of get our hips warmed up, maybe our back warmed up a little bit. And what I want you to do, feet flat on the ground. You can put your hands down beside you. I want you just to lift up your hips. Now you can see that I am basically parallel right now, or I'm straight in line with my body. And what we're going to do is just try to go past that a little bit. Try to lift the pelvis up to where it's almost like a curve. And just hold it. And you can do this by pressing in your heels, and you can squeeze your butt and send your hips past being straight, so it's like more like an arch. Okay, keep holding it. Keep holding it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Really press up. Press the hips towards the ceiling. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Go ahead and let them down. Okay. Now, if you want to do that for longer, you can keep going with that. If you want to even add in some presses like this, where you stay moving the whole time. This will also help warm up the body, warm up the hips. Okay? That's another option. Now, come on to your hands and your knees. Very good. So, come up to your knees like this. Take your left foot and step it forward. You can come to your hands here and kind of scooch your right knee back a little bit. Okay? And then lift back up. So you want a good distance between the heel and the knee there. And just stand up nice and tall. You can already feel this stretch right in the front of this leg. Okay? And you can play with leaning over this. You can lean over it, and that gives you a little more stability. And you can also press into the right hip more. You can definitely feel this stretch. Good. Hang out here for just a little bit longer. Good. And again, you can come back up and really sink the hips into it. And you want to make sure that your hips stay straight. You don't want to be turned one way or the other. Good. Okay, let's switch legs. So just bring everything back. Go to our other leg. Again, you may need to come down and really get a good distance in between the knee and the heel. Good. And you can lift back up. Just allow your hips to sink down into this stretch. This is a really, really, really good stretch to do any time of the day, even before bed. Okay, let's go back down. Let's hang out here for just a little bit at the bottom. If you want to move a little bit, you can move a little bit. Just kind of going back and forth, feeling into this hip flexor. Good. Very good. Come on back up. Okay. The next one that we're going to do, you're going to want to play with this one a little bit, but it also stretches the back in a I guess the opposite way than a forward fold. Okay, so you start out like this, okay? What I want you to do is keeping the elbows straight. Just allow the pelvis to go towards the ground. And if you're here, you're here. If you can go on down and look up, try this. Good. Good. And if you're here, you're here. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where you're at. But you're just trying to play with stretching both hip flexors at the same time. This is Cobra in yoga, but for our purposes, it's a hip flexor stretch. Okay. So whenever you're doing that, the thing you want to remember is to keep the tops of your feet down. Okay. Keep the top of your feet down. Lift the chest and keep the arms straight. And again, if you're only here, that's okay. All right. And the very last one, it's not directly related to the hip flexor, but it will help loosen up the hip so that your hip flexor can move around too. So take your left ankle, cross it over your right knee, reach through. Good. And just pull that knee in towards your chest. So we're loosening up all of our hip, not just the hip flexor. Good. Keep going. Very good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now switch legs. Reaching through, pulling in that hip towards you. 5. Well, let's go a little bit longer. Breathing. Remember to keep your breath going. Don't hold it. It's easy to hold. Now let's count. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Good. All right. Now here is your bonus movement. Come back onto your hands and knees. Lay down onto your belly. Okay. Now you want to start out probably with one leg. See if you can reach back there and grab a hold of your right ankle. Good. Okay, if this isn't possible, you can use a strap or some sort of belt to grab a hold of that leg. But if you can reach it, reach it. So we're doing double duty. We're stretching our quads. We're stretching our hip flexor. We're getting some double duty in here. Good, hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, let that leg go and switch sides. Okay, and really pull the heel in towards your butt. Very good. And breathe. Don't forget to breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let that leg back out. Okay? And if you're really feeling like you want to stretch some more, this is what I want you to do. Go ahead and grab both tops of your feet, and you can pull the heel towards your butt, or you can kick out with the feet. So I'm pressing my feet towards the back wall back there, pressing them into my hands, and I'm lifting up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back down. Very good. All right. Gotta catch my breath. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that video. Those are just a few ideas that you can use to help stretch out your hip flexors. If you want to go longer on some of those things, you can go past what this video is doing. If you'd like some more ideas about how you can loosen up your hip flexors, or if you'd like more information about my training program, please reach out to me on my website, magnoliahousemobility.com. Hope you have a great day.